By the end of The Devil's Mouth, only Sara and Max remain alive. Their other friends have already been killed after becoming trapped inside the flooded cave system in Thailand. Throughout the movie, Max is the one who keeps making reckless decisions, while Sara follows her because of their close friendship and her lack of confidence in herself. The final escape. Sara discovers a narrow escape route leading toward the surface. It is their last chance to survive. However, the bull shark is still circling beneath them. As Sara begins climbing out, Max falls into the water and becomes trapped. Sara tries to pull her up, but the shark attacks. Even in that desperate moment, Max hesitates and clings to Sara instead of following Sara's instructions quickly. Her panic and inability to trust Sara's judgment give the shark the opening it needs. Max is dragged underwater and killed. While dying, she nearly pulls Sara down with her. Sara's final decision. This is the most important moment in the film. For the entire movie, Sara has been sacrificing herself to save Max. But in the climax, she realizes that if she keeps holding on, they will both die. Sara finally lets go of Max. This is not just a physical decision, it is an emotional one. She stops allowing Max's reckless choices to control her life. Now alone, Sara faces the shark herself. Instead of panicking, she notices the unstable cave ceiling. She deliberately lures the shark beneath loose rocks. The collapsing rocks crush the shark, allowing Sara to escape through the opening and finally reach daylight alive. Hidden meaning of the ending. Although the movie appears to be about surviving a shark, its emotional core is about toxic friendship and personal growth. 1. The bull shark represents reckless choices. The shark is more than just a monster. It symbolizes the consequences of bad decisions. The shark only becomes a threat because the group ignores warnings and enters a dangerous part of the cave. Their own choices create the nightmare. 2. The cave represents emotional entrapment. The cave is called the Devil's Mouth. Once inside, escape becomes almost impossible. Symbolically, the cave represents situations that seem exciting at first, but become destructive when you ignore danger signs, whether that is peer pressure, unhealthy friendships, or reckless behavior. Every wrong turn inside the cave mirrors the character's poor decisions. 3. Max is the real antagonist. The shark is the physical villain. Max is the emotional one. She constantly pushes everyone into unnecessary danger, ignores expert warnings, and expects others to rescue her. Sara spends most of the film following Max instead of trusting her own instincts. The climax shows Sara finally breaking free from that unhealthy dependence. 4. Letting go of Max is Sara's rebirth. The most emotional scene isn't when the shark dies. It's when Sara lets Max go. That moment symbolizes leaving behind toxic relationships, refusing to let guilt control your future, learning to trust your own judgment. Only after making that decision does Sara survive. 5. Why the ending feels hopeful. Sara doesn't survive because she is the strongest. She survives because she finally changes. At the beginning of the film, she follows others. At the end, she becomes the leader, makes her own decisions, defeats the shark, and escapes on her own. The final image of Sara reaching daylight symbolizes freedom, not just from the cave, but from fear and unhealthy loyalty. Final interpretation. The Devil's Mouth is ultimately less about a killer shark and more about what happens when people ignore warnings, follow reckless leaders, and lose confidence in themselves. The bull shark is the immediate threat, but the deeper danger is blind loyalty. Sara's survival is the film's message. Sometimes the only way to escape the devil's mouth is to stop following someone else's bad choices and trust yourself instead. And that's the ending explained. I hope you enjoyed the video and discovered something new. If you did, please consider leaving a like, dropping a comment with your thoughts or theories, and subscribing to the channel so you never miss our next movie breakdown, hidden details, and ending explained videos. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, keep watching.